Okay, hello, this is Dr. Janes, and I'm going to talk about the Curvy Copter Rubik's Puzzle cube. And in my last video, I talked about solving the centerpieces, which are actually the difficult pieces on this puzzle. And then once you have them solved, there's algorithms to solve the corners without moving around the centerpieces. And I'll show you a couple algorithms. One of them rotates the cubes only if they're in the right position, and the other one can actually move them around to different places. So let's take a look at that. Very cool, huh? Okay, so here we have the Curvy Copter, and I've solved all the center pieces here, but the corners are not in the right position, and they're not rotated properly. So let's say you do have them in the right positions where they're all in the right places. There's an algorithm just to rotate 3 of the corners, and what it does is it keeps the one that you start with, that you start moving around this orbit. The corners can move in an orbit as well. There's this concept of orbits, or only certain places you can move on the cube. And so if I watch this one, and we do this one 6 times, see here's the same piece. I move it around here, 1, 1. I keep on going around the orbit. 1. Oh, come on. 1, so that's 1 orbit. So he's back here. 2, 2, 2, 2. That's the second time he went around. 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay. 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, 6, 6, 6, and 6. Okay, so what that did, let's see, this piece is still at the same position it was before, and we actually didn't disturb any of the center pieces here, but what it did is it rotated. See, now this one's, that wasn't a red on the top, it rotated these, but it actually doesn't change the position of these. So we have a bigger problem than that, because these are not in the right position. Like this one here should be the green, red, yellow corner, and it's not that one. See, this is a yellow, blue, orange one. So this corner piece that's supposed to go here, the green, red, yellow, is actually oh, it's over here. Okay, so I was looking at some other algorithms. How can you move these guys around? And I tried, first of all, this one here. We just kind of swap these 2 corners back and forth, and I realized once we do that a few times, you know, it should repeat itself if you have a very high symmetry move, something like this, where it's not moving a lot of pieces over and over again. It should eventually come back to its starting point. And there we go. But unfortunately, that particular move leaves all the pieces unchanged, including the corners. So it keeps the center pieces constant, but it also keeps the corner pieces constant, so that move is completely useless. So then I decided to try a different move where I twist that one, that one, that one, and just keep on going around in a circle until it gets back to the beginning. Now take a look. This is blue, yellow, orange piece. So this move actually will move the pieces around. 1, 1, oh. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 6, 6, 6. Okay. And if we look here, see, this is a different piece than it was before. This is, it was the blue, orange, yellow one, I believe, before, and now it's the blue, orange, white one. So we're able to move these corner pieces around on the puzzle without disturbing the center pieces. So in principle, we should be able to solve it by using this pattern where it's got 1, 2, 3. I just keep on going around in a circle here, swapping these guys around, and that moves the corner pieces without changing the center, which is already solved, because you don't like to lose progress of, you know, something that took you a long time to solve. You want to be able to get part of the puzzle fixed and then solve the rest of it. And so it looks like that particular algorithm, 1, 2, 3, 6 times. Remember, there's 6 different colors, 6 sides of the cube, so the orbit is 6 turns long. And so we repeat that move over and over again, and we can, in principle, solve the corners now that we've got... Remember in my last video I showed how to look at the orbits and get the center pieces in a solvable way, because it's possible to have this puzzle so it's not solvable without doing a jumbled turn. Where I say jumbled, you deform the puzzle into, let's see, did I do that right? Into something that's crazy like that, which allows you to swap pieces that you couldn't normally swap with a normal move, a normal orbit move, I'll call it that. And so with these 2 moves, in this video and the one from the previous video, you should be able to solve the centers first and then solve the corners. Anyway. Okay, so here I have the fully solved cube, and I solved it using the methods that I talked about in my previous video about moving the center pieces around and making sure they're on an orbit, the proper orbit. And I talk about the theory and how these pieces move in my previous video. And then in this video I'm showing you how to solve the corners afterwards. And here's the solved cube, and I'm going to just show you how this transform works. So this is something I kind of figured out by fiddling around with it. Let me just get some colors that show up well on the camera. Okay, so what this transform does is, if we start here and we start going around here like so, and then it will swap these 2 corners and these 2 corners. So basically those 4 corners will be swapped like that, and they'll be swapped back if you do it again. So let me show you. So we'll start here. So it's 1, 1, 1. Again, going around like this. 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, and 6, 6, and 6. Okay, so if we look here, this is a red, green, white, and that one goes over here, and this is a green, red, yellow, so that goes over here. So these 2 are swapped, like what I said. And then this is the yellow, green, orange, which belongs over here. And this is the yellow, blue, red, so that goes over here. So these 2 are swapped like that. And if you do this pattern over again, we'll start here and go around in this, I guess, counterclockwise fashion around the cube like this, around the edges here. Okay, there's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Wait, we gotta go to 6, don't we? 6, 6, and there we go. So now we're all back. So once you get all the pieces, you got to get all the corners in the proper places where they belong. And then there's a second move, which I actually saw in another video, which seems to work pretty well for rotating these pieces. So once you get them in the right spot, you can use this to rotate them. And it involves, since there's six sides of a cube, six pieces in an orbit. I believe you got to do the move 6 times before it repeats. And so let's just go around. We'll just go around the edges like this. We're going to go around to 4 edges and do that 6 times. And see, this is the piece that's actually going to move around. The piece that's on the, if you're twisting it this way and going around in this orbit, it's going to be this piece that's going to not be rotated. And so it will not rotate that piece, and it will rotate the other 3 pieces. So let's try it. 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. And we'll keep on going around the corners, edges. 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, and 6, 6, 6, and 6. And so, again, like I promised, this piece actually moves around in this orbit as you do that. This corner piece, and it did not rotate. Again, these other ones, see, it didn't change any of the center pieces. It just rotated these edges. In fact, it didn't even move the position. So this corner is still in the proper position. It's just rotated counterclockwise. What would that be? 120 degrees. Again, this one is rotated counterclockwise 120 degrees. See, the yellow moved over there. And this one also, see, the white was supposed to be here, is rotated 120 degrees counterclockwise. So it rotates the 3 remaining corners that you don't move around counterclockwise. And conversely, if we just reverse this, we'll keep this guy here, and we're going to send him backwards around this orbit. And 6. And so now all the pieces have been rotated back by going the opposite way around the cube. Okay, and so I believe with these 2 moves, after you solve the center pieces, you should be able to solve the corners last and solve this amazing little puzzle. Anyway, I hope this helps. This is Dr. Janes, and thanks for watching.